Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers, my dear students. I am continuing with the same poem, Miracles, which is written by American poet Walt Whitman. So, in this video, I am going to deal with the explanation part, understanding part of the poem. So, as I had already promised, that we will be studying with stanza wise, line to line, and I will try to explain it in a very easy and comfortable way. तो ये जो हम मेरेकल्स जो है अजाइब जो है कुछ वाक़यात कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें दुनिया में जो रोनमा होती हैं जो खर्क आदत होती हैं मामूल के मुताबिक नहीं होती गैर मामूली होती हैं तो अक्सर जो लोग हैं इनको किसी स्पिरिचुअल पावर से कनेक्ट करते हैं रिलेट करते हैं और कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें जो बिल्कुल लोगों के मुताबिक जिनका लॉजिक समझ में नहीं आता जिनकी वजह कॉज समझ नहीं आता है तो उसको कहते हैं कि कोई अजीब सी हरकत है गैर मामूली हरकत है लेकिन शायर का व्यू पॉइंट बिल्कुल मुख्तलिफ है वॉल्टर विटमैन जो है इस मेरेकल में इस बात पर बिल्कुल हैरानगी का इजहार करता है कि लोग अजूबों की तारीफ क्यों किया करते हैं या अजूबों को देखकर वो इतना खुश क्यों होते हैं अजूबों के बारे में शायर का अपना ख्याल है कि वो आम ज़िंदगी में बहुत अजूबे महसूस करता है और देखता भी है उसके लिए अमेरिका के शहर मैनहाटन की गलियों में चलना फिरना ये भी एक अजूबा ही है इसके मुताबिक कुछ अजूबे कुदरत में रोनमा होते हैं और कुछ अजूबे लोगों के और शहरी ज़िंदगी के साथ मंसूब हैं कई मंजिला इमारतों की छतों पर चलना पानी के बीच में चलना जंगलों में दरख्तों के सायों में चलना किसी ऐसे शख्स से बातें करना जिससे हम प्यार करते हो मोहब्बत करते हो घर में रात का खाना इकट्ठे खाना ये भी एक अजूबा है शायर को गर्मियों के दिन दोपहर में शहद की मक्खियों को छत्ते में देखना हैवानों को कुछ खाते हुए देखना सूरज की रोशनी और गर्मी अपने चेहरे पर महसूस करना तारों को खामोशी में देखना वगैरह सब अजूबे लगते हैं तो वॉल्टर विटमैन जो है उसके लिए अंधेरे या रोशनी का हर पल अपने में एक अजूबा है शायर के लिए समंदर में एक ऐसा अजूबा है जिसमें रवानगी रौनक और शान है और जो लगातार शायर को मुतासर करता है तैरने वाली मछली चट्टाने जहाज़ों में चलते फिरते लोग सब के सब शायर के मुताबिक अजूबे हैं और वो कहता है कि ये चीज़ें मेरे ख़याल में अजूबे से कुछ कम नहीं हैं So definitely if you'll go stanza wise, line to line, you will be better able to understand what actually poet wants to, how he wants to express his views about miracles. So when he says in the stanza first, why, who makes much of a miracle? As to me, I know of nothing else but miracles. So in the previous video I had explained certain expressions that might be new to you. So there is make much of a miracle, make much of. So लोग इसके बारे में इतना शोर क्यों मचाते हैं? Why do people talk much about miracles? Why this has become talk of the town? Why this is something exciting? Why are people excited about miracles? So he says, as to me, so the writer says that if you ask me, whatever I see, I know of nothing else. Whatever I see in my surroundings, so I can see but miracles. So he says, whereas many people may have claimed to have seen some particular great miracle, and others may refuse to believe it, Whitman claims that he has never known anything other than miracles. So then he says in the other part, he says, whether I walk the streets of Manhattan. So he actually mentions the common life events, everyday events, whether I walk the streets of Manhattan, or dart my sight over the roofs of houses toward the sky, or wade with naked feet along the beach just in the edge of the water, or stand under trees in the woods, or talk by day with anyone I love. So these are all common and everyday happenings. So he says within these short lines, Whitman has actually revealed that he finds miracles in the streets of Manhattan and the roofs of houses. He finds it amazing what men have had the intelligence to build such great skyscrapers. He reveals that he sees the sky and the beach as miracles. He also believes that his ability to enjoy them in itself is a miracle. He also claims that his ability to feel love for another person is a miracle. He believes that what mankind has created, nature and human emotion, are all miracles. Then he says in the next stanza, or sit at table at dinner with the rest, or look at strangers opposite me riding in the car, or watch honeybees busy around a hive of a summer forenoon, or animals feeding in the fields, or birds, or the wonderfulness of insects in the air, or the wonderfulness of the sundown, or of stars shining so quiet and bright. तो इसमें आप इस स्टेंजा में देखते हैं कि पहले पहले शायर ने कुछ ऐसी इमेज और कुछ ऐसी चीज़ों का तज़किरा किया है जो ह्यूमन से रिलेटेड है. Sit at table with the dinner at the rest, this is a human activity. Look at strangers opposed to me riding in the car, this is a human activity. Then he talks about the something that's in the nature, that's in the environment, that's in the surroundings, like honeybees, like summer forenoon, like animals feeding in the field, like birds, like a wonderfulness of the sundown. Then he talks about the shining stars. So he continues to describe the miracle of humanity. He writes about having dinner with his inmates and looking at strangers and observing honeybees and animals and birds. So at this point, it becomes evident what Whitman mentions three particular parts of nature in each section of this poem: humans, animals, and nature. When he mentions his friends, he again alludes to the miracle of human emotion and his ability to love another human being. When he mentions insects, particularly honeybees, he alludes to that which is the very sustenance of life, which he finds miraculous. Everything that's alive and breathing is a miracle to him, and the beauty and majesty of the stars shining in the heavens is yet another miraculous mystery. So then after that, he continues in the next stanza in the same pattern of mentioning nature. He continues, or the exquisite, delicate, thin curve of the new moon in spring. These with the rest, one and all, are to me miracles, the whole referring yet each distinct and in its place. So we see in this stanza, the poet actually makes mention of the crescent, delicate thin curve of the new moon in spring. He makes mention of the crescent and its beauty. For him, the nature works in harmony but has variety filled to the brim. So, though there are a lot of varieties, these with the rest, one and all, are to me miracles. The whole referring means there is some harmony, there is some similarity, yet each distinct, but no two things in the nature are different. No two human beings are even same. You see a father and a son, mother and a daughter, though they are some way alike, but they are never the same. Some way they are referring, but there are differences as well. So then he carries on. To me, every hour of the light and dark is a miracle. Every cubic inch of space is a miracle. Every square yard of the surface of the earth is spread with the same. Every foot of the interior swarms with the same. So he expresses his belief that all of the creation, every inch of it speaks of a creator. It actually speaks of a creator and is therefore a miracle. He specifically mentions that light and dark is a miracle, which is perhaps a result of his religious background. There's not a bit of space around without having some amazing features. So he talks of things that surround him, light and dark, about the space, about the earth, and about the interior of the earth. That there are miracles in every part of his surroundings. Then in the final stanza, he says, to me, the sea is a continual miracle, the fish that swim, the rocks, the motion of the waves, the ships with men in them. So again, we see here he mentions humanity and nature in one breath. He views both as miracles. He ends his poem just as it began, with a question. So he had begun it with a question, why, who makes much of a miracle? Now he ends up the poem with the question, that is, what greater miracles are there? what else miracles can there be? So it actually depends upon a person how much he takes the things seriously. Our religious book Quran also mentions this thing, that if you watch over the things, you should be very much careful, and you should look deep into the things. Don't consider things ordinary, don't take them easy, because in everything there is some lesson for you. If you concentrate and feel the things and go deep, have a deep insight about things, you will come to understand that everything is not as usual as they see, because there are definitely miracles that actually point towards us. He wants us to have a deep insight about things and to concentrate and try to know the background and try to know the details of everything. So for him, since he's an insightful mind and he finds greater things in our common and ordinary things, so for him miracle is not something that we should make such a noise about. It's about ordinary things, but the only thing we need is our concentration and our deep understanding of things. So I think I have done with it to some extent. If there can be certain misconceptions, then we have the room to ask each other. So we will be dealing with the technical part, poetic devices, in the next video. So till then, thank you very much.